Sherlock. It's over. It's finished. Even Ted Sarandos has had enough. Prince Harry are in danger of hurtling towards bankruptcy and divorce. Look at this headline. How their streaming career being...
They're living this extravagant lifestyle, pretending that they're just completely irrelevant when it comes to money and spending, like they just have endless amounts, but it's pretty obvious.
5 years ago, they walked away from royalty and into a new life. Cameras rolling, contracts signed, the promise of a Hollywood future. Today, headlines say that promise is fraying. What happened to the Netflix money, the mansion, and the dream? Stay with me, because this is the story of fame, fortune, and the price you pay when the market turns on you.
Well, and Netflix itself actually has kind of killed Meghan Markle's second season of With Love Meghan because they've essentially...
Imagine building a life around a guarantee, a multi-year pact, reported as blockbuster money. Then imagine the checks stop, the deals shrink, and suddenly your lifestyle becomes the story. That's the narrative now being written about Harry and Meghan. Contracts retooled, projects questioned, and a mounting question: can they sustain the life they chose?
Problem is, they are now toxic. No one wants a connection with their products. No one wants to bid for anything that they're going to put forward.
Critics say it's not just business, it's optics. For every public moment of glamour, there's an undercurrent of criticism, missed opportunities, shows that didn't land, and a production track record that, according to some insiders, never quite matched the hype. The studio lights may still be on, but are the seats filling up?
$1 million a year. Now, for a project that, they could say maybe was worth 20 million, now Netflix may only pay 200,000 for it, because that's what I would argue.
Meanwhile, the market itself is colder. Streamers are cutting, executives are risk-averse, and personal connections don't overrule weak conversion. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are competing in an era defined by ruthless metrics: hours watched, churn saved, global stickiness. If you're undeniable, doors swing open. If you're inconsistent, the room gets quiet. The Sussex brand, however famous, hasn't delivered consistent hits.
Make much sense, because if you're in demand and you've got good projects, what you want to do is put them onto the market and say, okay, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, you can all...
Here's the crossroads Meghan Markle and Prince Harry know too well. When the art doesn't sell, the royal narrative does. Interviews, docu-confessionals, memoir expansions, pain packaged for purchase. It worked and it paid until repetition dulled the blade. Each retelling narrows the brand and inflames the backlash. The grievance economy offers fast cash but long scars.
Point for Harry and Meghan is that they need massive levels of cash to keep up with their lifestyle.
Voices around them cite extravagance, staff churn, and awkward private jet requests. Champagne optics with a cash flow problem. Montecito Serenity photographs beautifully, but invoices don't admire facades. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle chose a billionaire aesthetic on a volatile income base. Security alone can smother budgets. Layered staff multiplies the burn. Prestige neighborhoods add taxes and expectations.
Now that they're not going to have it anymore, that's going to pose some serious financial problems for them, isn't it?
It's on the wall on this one. I think the world sees this exactly the same. They're living this extravagant lifestyle.
Cue the Instagram antidote. Meghan Markle curates glow, silhouettes, soft focus family frames, back of the head kid photos, and captions designed to redirect attention. Prince Harry appears framed in warmth and pastoral calm. It's a sugar hit, effective until it's obvious. When every setback triggers a carousel, audiences sense strategy over sincerity. The industry senses it sooner. Meghan and Harry need substance that survives beyond the grid.
Because they bought that house, I think, under the delusional belief that they would still continue to get Netflix. Now that everything has changed, a lot of the streaming companies overexpanded and are now contracting. Hollywood itself is sort of a dying.
Strategists whisper a humbler path: smaller scale charity, frequent service, minimal cameras, slowly rebuilt trust. It's credible if the mission is service. But when Meghan Markle's charity appearances feel staged, audiences recoil. Prince Harry's legacy work resonates more, yet even goodwill erodes without consistency. The fix isn't a photo op rhythm, it's a purpose rhythm. Show up where there's no applause. Deliver when no one's watching. If Meghan and Harry won't do that, the public will assume charity is costume, not calling.
To the fact that everybody knows now that her Netflix deal was not a success, it's been a disaster.
Well, her PR campaign.
Here's the math stalking Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Mega properties are living organisms. They demand grounds crews, housekeepers, nannies, fixers, contractors, specialized insurance, upgrades, and non-negotiable security. Taxes climb with optics. Private jet lifts evaporate when benefactors tire of the ask. Partners who once basked in the halo now quietly distance themselves from reputational risk. New projects arrive smaller, slower, with milestone-based payouts and tougher notes. Less guaranteed cash in, more guaranteed cash out, the algorithm that quietly ends empires and tests marriages. Harry, who thrives in purpose-driven work, will bristle at transactional hustles. Meghan, who thrives in curation and brand building, will bristle at austerity. That tension isn't villainy, it's physics. If the work doesn't scale, the lifestyle must shrink. If the lifestyle won't shrink, the pressure must explode. And pressure, unmanaged, doesn't simply strain image, it strains intimacy, trust, stamina, and the decisions couples make when no camera is near.
The more trouble she gets into, the more problems she encounters, the more pictures of the back of her kids' heads she posts on Instagram.
Could a first-look pipeline still save Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? Only if the ideas are truly fresh, the execution is airtight, and the team behaves like a world-class production shop. That means drafts, rewrites, tough notes, measurable audience insight, ruthless editing, and deadlines hit without excuse. In practice, it means Meghan and Harry move from optics to output. Fewer reveals, more results. It demands pilots that test, formats that travel, guests that matter, and storytelling that isn't about them but about something bigger. It also demands hiring producers empowered to say no, and trusting them when they do. A single undeniable hit can reset a narrative. Two can transform it. But undeniable is unforgiving. Charming won't do it. Proximity won't do it. Titles definitely won't do it. For Meghan and Harry, the paradox is simple. To reclaim leverage, they must stop performing leverage and start performing excellence, repeatedly, until the market admits it. The easiest cash for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sits on the shelf labeled One More Tell-All. New angles, deeper fractures, side characters elevated, private texts dramatized. It will sell. But selling isn't the only cost. Each cycle narrows their brand to grievance specialists, estranges potential collaborators wary of drama, and mortgages their children's future privacy for today's royalty check. Prince Harry, who has already spent emotional capital in memoir form, risks diminishing returns and personal exhaustion. Meghan risks the same, alongside the perception that she only ascends when the crown descends. The public, meanwhile, grows numb. Outrage has a half-life. Empathy has memory. Fatigue has math. A payday now could cost $10 later. Studios, brands, and audiences who prefer creators that manufacture wonder, not warfare. The quick win beckons. The long game begs them to walk past it. There is a credible reset for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Strip titles from commerce. Keep the names, keep the marriage, keep the dignity, remove royal from the product. Build a portfolio that stands without a crest, a tight, timely doc-series with original access, a service platform that actually solves a problem, a children's imprint that delights rather than lectures. Show up where cameras aren't. Measure impact privately. Let outcomes leak later. Hire operators with authority. Accept being students again. Meghan can win through crisp creative that centers other people's stories. Harry can win through purpose projects that produce measurable change. Then repeat. Compounding only begins when ego steps aside. When the work is genuinely good, audiences forgive. When the work is great, they forget. When the work compounds, leverage returns on its own. So, are divorce and bankruptcy for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry hype or hazard? They're a caution flag, bright, not final. This story sits at an inflection point where gloss must yield to grit and narrative must surrender to numbers. The lifestyle won't bend for sentiment. The market won't buy reruns of grievance. The audience won't fund a forever comeback on vibes. If there's a resurgence, it will be written in disciplined craft, not captions, in audited budgets, not aspirational aesthetics, in partnerships earned, not inherited. Meghan and Harry can choose that path today and watch pressure recede. Or they can chase the next sugar high and watch the ending right itself, with accountants, not courtiers, turning out the lights.